Hey guys, and welcome to the 7th episode of HellaVersus. Yes, that's right guys, HellaVersus is finally back. Sorry it took so long. I've been caught up with my personal life, with family, my work life, and other stuff. But I'm finally back making HellaVersus content from now on. So today's episode is between Hazbin Hotel's angelic weapons dealer and Kung Fu Panda's leader of the Furious Five, Carmilla Carmine and Master Tigress. Who wins this fight? Let's find out. Carmilla Carmine is one of the many overlords in Hell, alongside Alistair, Vox, Zesio, Rosie, and many more. Carmilla specializes in the production of Hell's angelic weaponry, and is the first sinner to kill an angel during the annual extermination. Later in the show, Vaggie would seek out Carmilla to help fight in the angel army, and would get some training in with Vaggie. Although not much is known about her past, there are some theories online speculating about her origins and trying to uncover her past. Some theories suggest that she is secretly a fallen angel like Vaggie and Lucifer are, while other theories suggest that Carmilla owns her own daughter's souls, but nothing is confirmed yet. So for this, we'll have to wait till season 2 of Hazbin Hotel to find out if the show will give us any answers or hints about her past.
Angels attack quickly, viciously, and without mercy. You'll need to defend better than that.
Master Tigress is one of the main characters of the Kung Fu Panda franchise. She's the leader of a group of Kung Fu masters called the Furious Five, and is the master of the Tiger style of Kung Fu. She had a rough childhood, being raised in an orphanage with other kids believing that she was a monster. One day, she trained with Master Shifu to help her control her anger and strength and gain the trust of the other kids in the orphanage, and was later adopted by Shifu to train in the Jade Palace. But as luck would have it, or as luck would not have it, she would have it even rougher in the Jade Palace, due to rough training by Shifu to perfect his own fighting style of Kung Fu. One day she would try to prove herself to Shifu by finding Crane, Viper, Monkey, and Mantis to defeat Boar.
I am Boar!
After their victory, they would become the Furious Five and master their own fighting styles of Kung Fu, which, in case if you didn't know, are actual real-life Kung Fu fighting styles. Years later, she and the Furious Five would befriend Po, defeat other Kung Fu masters like Shen and Kai, and she would even help train the heir of the Dragon Warrior in the 4th Kung Fu Panda movie, which was mid.
I just defeated Shifu!
No. I'm not Shifu. I am Tigress.
Alright, so now that we've gone over both of their backstories, let's get into this debate. First is strength. Carmilla is said to have small town levels of strength, being a high ranked overlord in Hell, casually beating up Vaggie while giving her advice on how to fight, and even decapitating an angel with a single strike. According to the National Institutes of Health, it would take approximately 400 to 800 kgf, or kilograms force, or to all my American viewers out there, about 3,923 to about 7,846 newtons of force, and possibly even up to 12,000 newtons of force. So it's safe to say that Carmilla has some strong legs. Tigress, on the other hand, is said to have building levels of strength, easily destroying large boulders with a single strike, slightly knocking out Kai with a kick, and even stated that she would train by punching ironwood trees next to the Jade Palace and doesn't feel anything since.
I used to punch the ironwood trees by the palace to train. Now I feel nothing.
So because of this, I'll give both of them the point here. Since Tigress always shows her upper body strength, mainly using her arms and fists for striking and attacking, while Carmilla shows her lower body strength, using her legs to decapitate angels and attacking Vaggie during their training session. Next is speed. Tigress is said to have transonic speed, which is about 250 to 760 miles per hour, and even up to supersonic speed, which is 768 miles per hour, being able to keep up with Tai Lung for a short period of time, dodging arrows from Master Porcupine, and even catching an arrow without looking from Shen's wolf army. Carmilla, on the other hand, is said to have hypersonic speed, which is about 3,836 miles per hour to about 7,673 miles per hour, consistently dodging Vaggy's attacks, catching Vaggy off guard occasionally, and dodging an exorcist during the extermination. So because of this, I'll give the point to Tigress, and I'll explain at the end of the video. Next up is durability. Tigress has building levels of durability, able to survive blasts from Shin's cannon, sent flying from Kai's blades, occasional beatings from Po from the show, and even survive Tai Lung's nerve attack. Carmilla, just like her strength, is small town level, and this is a bonus considering that she can't necessarily be killed by normal means. And what I mean by this is that she can't be killed by normal guns, knives, or any other normal weapons, like imps can be injured with normal guns. Because in the show, sinners and angels can only be killed with angelic weapons, which is her specialty and what angel exorcists carry on them. So because of this, I might give the point to Carmilla, simply because of her immunity to normal weapons and attacks. I'm sure she can be damaged by them, but she won't be physically hurt or killed by them, like Tigress would be. Next up is IQ. Carmilla is said to have genius levels of intelligence, being the main dealer and producer of angelic weapons, and being a skilled fighter, and even determined that Vaggy was a former angel simply from her eye and her fighting style. And this made her seem like she's even smarter than any other character in Hazbin Hotel, because of the simplicity of her seeing Vaggy and determining that she was an angel just by looking at her, when all the other characters and even Alistair see her all the time and never even put the pieces together. Tigress, on the other hand, is said to have average intelligence, and being a Kung Fu master for 20 years of her life. So I'll give both of them the point here, because Carmilla has the smarts when it comes to weapons and observing her opponent, while Tigress has the smarts when it comes to fighting and Kung Fu. Next is experience. Tigress is in her 30s, while Carmilla is likely in her 40s or 50s, but this is not confirmed yet, and it's unclear when Carmilla died and how long she's been in hell for. So Tigress gets the point here, simply because of we known how long she's been a Kung Fu master for. Next is powers and abilities. Carmilla has weapons mastery, acrobatics, martial arts, regeneration, is a magic user, and bodily weaponry. Tigress has superhuman strength, is an expert in Kung Fu and the Tiger style, being able to use any melee weapon, rage power, enhanced senses, acrobatics, chi manipulation, surface scaling, damage boost, non-physical interaction, energy projection, and possibly light projection. So right off the bat, we've got a pretty stacked list for both of them. Both are acrobatic, being Kung Fu and martial artists. Then Tigress has enhanced senses, can use any melee weapon, and has rage power, seen in Secrets of the Scroll, being able to enhance her strength and speed by a large amount, while Carmilla is able to use magic, but only when it comes to making deals with other sinners, regeneration, and technically immortality. So, because of this, both of them get the point here, because Carmilla's technical immortality and regeneration, and Tigress's enhanced senses and rage power. Next is battle experience. Tigress has fought Po, Tai Lung, Kai, Boar, and many others, while Carmilla has only fought Vaggy and an angel exorcist at this point. So obviously, Tigress gets the point. And finally, we have weaknesses. Carmilla's weakness, alongside with other sinners and the higher part of Hell's hierarchy, is angelic weaponry, which is the only thing that can hurt and permanently kill a sinner, and anything else that's above the hierarchy. Tigress's weakness, on the other hand, is the fact that she can be a little hot-headed sometimes, such as believing that she can defeat Tai Lung along with the Furious Five, and later getting completely destroyed afterwards, or in the show, believing that she could beat Po in different challenges and keeps getting defeated. So both of them get the point, because of Carmilla's only weakness that could kill her, and Tigress's hot-headed nature. Now we finally come to the conclusion of this episode. This fight could go either way, but in the end, the technical winner of this fight would be Tigress. And a lot of you guys seem to agree with me too, as 75% of you guys voted for Tigress to win. Now let me explain why Tigress wins this fight. It's because of her speed, rage power, and her battle experience. If we compare the characters that Tigress has fought to the characters that Carmilla's fought, it's basically a night and day between the two. Because if Tigress can keep up with Tai Lung, who is able to keep up with all 5 members of the Furious 5 at the same time, then he should be able to keep up with Angel Exorcist. And also, here's an example of how a fight between Tai Lung and Angel Exorcist could go. And if we also compare their battle experience to each other, Tigress has fought a lot more characters like Boar when she was just starting her life of Kung Fu, Tai Lung and Kai, and even Lord Shen's army. And if she uses her rage power like how she does in Secrets of the Scroll, she could beat Carmilla even harder and faster. Not in that way, sickos. I mean in a fight. And this is also because of the fact that Carmilla has never fought anyone on the same level as Kai or Tai Lung. But this fight isn't to the death because Tigress can't kill Carmilla, who, as I stated earlier, can only be killed with angelic weaponry. Although, if this fight were to be in hell, with angelic weapons lying around, Tigress would make quick work of Carmilla, as she is able to use whatever melee weapon that she can use or get her hands on. So in the end, Tigress is the winner of this fight. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next in a future HellaVersus episode. And stick around to the end because the next characters are going to be revealed. Thank you guys so much for watching this new video of HellaVersus. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as I want to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And also 7.9% of you guys are subscribed to my channel. That is a big no-no, so please subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down.
Subscribe, help me get a break!